So this is the lab that we are going to do for the next couple days. This is a lab on atmosphere. And how it's going to work is today on Wednesday, you are going to get an asynchronous portion. So the day one part of the lab is asynchronous. Now, what does that mean? That means that we won't be on Zoom. The reason that we're doing this is to practice for when we come back, because there's going to be things that teachers give you that are asynchronous, meaning you're not in class, you're not in Zoom, you're responsible for doing it kind of on your own. So for day one on Wednesday, you're going to be working on your own. And this video is going to help you. Okay. Thursday, the Zoom will be open. You're still going to work on your own, but the Zoom will be open and you'll be in the Zoom working. And then Friday, we are going to self correct, meaning you're going to correct your own papers or slides in this case. Okay. So I'm going to explain day one. All right. There's going to be a separate video for day two. And then we'll talk about Friday when we get to it. So day one is on slides 3 through 5. This is going to be due on Friday. So what we're talking about is the atmosphere. So the essential questions: what are the layers of the Earth's atmosphere? How are they different? All right. So the background and phenomena. The atmosphere is essential to life on Earth. It protects us from harmful rays of the sun and space debris like meteors. It keeps us at a habitable temperature. It provides us with water and air. It also gives us spectacular light shows from the auroras. Each of the 4 layers of the atmosphere have different characteristics. Some show a temperature increase as you increase altitude, while others decrease in temperature. One characteristic all the layers share is the density of the air molecules decreases as altitude increases. So this video is a short little lab. You're going to want to watch this video. Okay, this is going to really help you, especially for day two. So this video, it's very short. It's like 2 minutes long. Slide 4. Okay, what we did in the video is we went through this lab. It is a sponge lab. So I stacked 2 sponges on top of each other. I put them in water to show that the lower sponge absorbed more water. It's more dense, which means the troposphere, the bottom layer of the atmosphere, is more dense. And this shows it right here. And the video will explain why this looks like this. Okay. So here's what you're going to be doing for day one. The table below contains the average temperatures at various altitudes in the Earth's atmosphere. Plot this data on the graph and connect your points with a smooth curve. Be careful to plot the negative temperatures correctly. The temperature at sea level is 15 degrees Celsius. This has been plotted for you. The temperature at 100 degrees or 100 kilometers is negative 72 degrees Celsius. I also plotted that one. Okay. We'll talk about 7 and 8 when we get done graphing. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to slide 5. Here are the numbers, and it's small on my screen, but you can zoom in. If you want to zoom in, there's a zoom button. So you go zoom 100%. Okay. And you can see it a lot better. So here's your altitude. Here's your temperature. Okay, so on your graph, altitude is the y-axis. Okay, so it goes up and down. The temperature's on the bottom. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the first one. 5 altitude right here, negative 18. So you're going to go 5, and you're going to find where it intersects with 18. And you're going to take one of these black dots and you're going to drag it as close as you can. It does not have to be perfect. Okay. I mean, you can zoom in a little bit and make that a little more fine-tuned. But to me, that's absolutely perfect. Now, when you drag the black dots, make sure you have the arrow. If you click it and go like this, you're just going to make the dots way bigger. The trick for that is Control and Z. That is the undo button. There's also an undo button right up here next to the plus sign. Undo, Control Z. So you're going to drag the black dots for each of the points. So the next one would be 10, negative 49. So you'd find 10, you'd find negative 49, and you'd drag the black dot. These do not have to be perfect. Okay. Make them as close as you can. All right. And you do not have to connect them with a line if you don't want to. You are certainly more than welcome to. But all you have to do is drag, there's 20 dots, drag them onto the graph. Once you're done with that portion, you're done with day one. Okay? You're done with day one once you're done with the graphing. Okay? Now, Thursday, we're going to go over day two, and I'm going to put a video for day two that's going to be separate. All right, so that is day one. If you have questions, post a private comment, email me, post a comment, however you can ask your question. But again, this is going to be asynchronous, meaning you're going to be kind of doing this on your own for day one.